Hey guys, so last month in February on the 21st, the youth leaders put together a college and career fair for the youth ministry. And a lot of questions that I've been getting along with some other seminary students is why didn't Southeastern hold a booth? Why wasn't Southeastern represented? And you know what? That's a really good question. And so, unfortunately, we weren't able to represent Southeastern at the college and career fair night. But what I can do is go around and show you guys what Southeastern is like, and what's the campus like, what's there to do here, what's there to eat. And I just want to give you guys an insight of what this place is like. Let's check it out. So we are coming up on the Ledford Center, which is the school's main place for entertainment and dining. It's all of those things put into one building. As you can see right here. This is the Ledford Center. So on the second floor of the Ledford Center is the basketball gym. The school has an intramural league. And on the first floor is the school's dining hall, as well as all the entertainment, such as ping pong, watching TV, the lounge area. All of that is here at the Ledford Center, as well as a workout facility, which is on the first floor as well. Oh, and what's also here at the Ledford Center is the counseling center, which is where I'm currently serving as one of the interns. So if students ever need any kind of counseling whatsoever, they can come here, fill out an intake form, and get paired up with one of the counselors. So this is the entertainment area where you can watch whatever game is on, as well as play pool, play ping pong, foosball. So for me personally, I'm usually never in here, never at the Ledford Center just to chill or hang out. I'm primarily here because for counseling reasons, to meet with my clients and just to talk with them. But just for entertainment purposes or just hanging out with people, I'm usually never here. When Daniel Kinney used to still work here, every now and then I would see him because he worked in Magnolia Kitchen, which is the school's which is the name of the school's dining service, I guess. And I would catch him here every now and then, but I never usually see Pastor Sue here. I don't think he usually comes here. I don't think Ben is usually here either. I never usually see him. But then again, for this semester, he's taking all of his classes online. But that's usually really it for the Ledford Center. So we're right here outside the gym, and the doors are locked. I'm not surprised because of the whole coronavirus situation. So they probably don't want anyone getting in touching all the equipment and just leaving all kinds of germs on there because we don't know who's diagnosed with the coronavirus, some proper testing going on. So it's probably a precaution. So I wish I was able to show you guys what the gym looks like, but unfortunately, I don't think we'll be getting an insight into that anytime soon. But let's check out some other places that we can take a look at. So we are still in Ledford, and I'm about to show you guys what our basketball gym looks like. So this is our basketball gym. It's a very old school feel to it. You guys notice here on the sides, there's very old school looking basketball nets. So this school has an intramural league that you can be a part of. I'm not sure how often they schedule games, but yeah, this is it. This is our basketball gym. So we are here at Patterson Hall, which is by far the newest building on all of Southeastern's campus. It has office space for some of the professors here, as well as extra classroom space. If you were to ever take a class here, you would hope that it's in Patterson Hall because it's the newest building. It's a much better facility. So why don't we go in and check out what's inside here? So welcome to Patterson Hall. So to our left, we have a bunch of classroom space. And then to our right, we have more classroom space. And here in the middle, we have some meeting rooms that you can reserve. Is anybody in here? Nobody's in here. So we have meeting space that people can reserve and use. But for me personally, I just walk in and just start using it because nobody's ever in here. So this here is information on what the additional floors above the first floor have. They're mainly for offices for some of the different professors, especially the doctoral level professors that teach, well, basically doctoral level classes, and even some for the master students. Some of these professors here I've had classes with personally, and I would go up and show you guys what's up there, but I kind of don't want to walk around and bother them, especially with the whole coronavirus situation going around. They're probably busy as heck trying to figure out how to put all of their classes and schedule everything for online use. So I don't think I'm gonna go up and show you guys what's up there. But if you guys ever have the time to check out Southeastern, you could probably walk up around up there and just see what it's like. Or if I ever find an opportunity to be able to show you guys up there, I think I'll do that. So want to know what a classroom looks like? Let's check it out. So this is what a typical classroom looks like here in Patterson Hall. All the students sit in one of these chairs. The professor sits up here or stands up here. And then we have visual aid with a big TV here. And we also have these two
TVs up here so that students in the back can follow along if the TV in the back is too hard for them to see.
Seriously, if there was ever a good time to film, it's today. Not that I'm grateful for the coronavirus or anything, but it's so nice to be able to just walk around with the camera and just film whatever I want without anybody getting paranoid whatsoever. But man, there's really nobody here at all. I mean, there are cars around, but nobody's really walking around. So this right here is a dormitory for college students, and right next to them is actually the rest of the dormitories. I don't know what it's like inside. I highly doubt that I'd be able to go in and show you guys what it looks like inside because of the coronavirus. Administration has vacated everyone from the dormitories. I forgot how much time was given to the students, but because of the whole coronavirus situation, nobody's living in these dorms anymore, and I highly doubt that we'll get any kind of access to go in. But you guys can check it out from the outside. This is what the dormitories look like from the outside. This place looks a lot better in spring. I know the warmer is... Bleh. What am I saying? So this here is Steely Hall, which is essentially the administration building. Student registrar as well as admissions and student accounting is in this building. Believe it or not, Southeastern owns some apartment buildings, and students who want to attend Southeastern but don't want to live on campus in the dormitories can choose to live on one of the apartment buildings that Southeastern owns. And this Steely Hall also serves as like a leasing office too. So if you ever want to pay rent but don't want to do it online, want to do it in person, you could stop by here and pay rent. I've done it a number of times, and it's kind of interesting knowing that one of the buildings on school also serves as a leasing office, kind of. It's really interesting. So if you guys ever wanted to take a tour of the campus, you could do it right here. Ladies and gentlemen, Binkley Chapel, the building that is most identifiable with Southeastern. I just mispronounced Southeastern, huh? But here is where all worship services are held. So
every Tuesday and Thursday from 10:30 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. everything closes for worship service, which we just call chapel. And Southeastern invites different guest speakers to come and speak to the student body. Some notable names are David Platt, I don't know. I don't know who else comes. But then again, I don't exactly attend chapel, which is why I probably don't know any other names that came to speak here. But David Platt is a big one. But then again, he's a mission-minded pastor, and this is a mission-minded school. But if you're ever curious as to know who comes to speak here, you can always look it up online on the school website. But there have been some great people that have came here to speak before. But at the moment, I can only think of David Platt. But that's because I attended that one. I'll show you guys what the inside of Binkley Chapel looks like. There are some underground rooms to Binkley Chapel that serves as classroom space, and I want to show you guys that first before going to the main sanctuary, auditorium, whatever you want to call it, of Binkley Chapel, because I have had some classes beneath Binkley Chapel before. Let's check them out. So this is room 101 of Binkley Chapel, and I've actually been in this classroom before. I've taken an Old Testament Bible class in here, and so this is where the professor would stand and lecture, and all the students would sit in these seats. Down this hallway is just more classrooms. Down this way of the hallway, take a guess, just more classrooms. There's honestly not much else to the bottom of Binkley Chapel. It's all just classroom space. When I showed you guys, all the other classrooms look just like that one. If not with just the same decor, same seats, same tables, same format, just same everything really. But let's take a look at Binkley Chapel itself. So this is Binkley Chapel. Look at it. This is where worship services are held, aka chapel. That's the tech booth right there. And you got these professional camera equipment right here, as well as right here. Unlike my pitiful camcorder. And then you have the second floor up there for extra seating. And then the main stage right there, where the speaker would speak, as well as the worship team would lead praise. So funny story. So I've had classes under Binkley Chapel in the mornings before, on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And sometimes while my professor would teach, we would hear the worship team practice So sometimes we wouldn't be able to hear our professor lecture, and sometimes he would just stop in the middle of what he's saying and wait until the worship team just stops practicing or decides to just not play something. It gets kind of funny sometimes. And sometimes, depending on the worship team that is performing, um, sometimes the sounds will be a lot more dimmer. So it's as if like the professor is lecturing and there's just background music playing. So sometimes it's very enjoyable. Sometimes it's just funny, and then sometimes it's just kind of distracting. But yeah, this is Binkley Chapel, guys. So this people is Adams Hall. It's one of the more older buildings on campus. I currently have a class in this building. So this is Royal Hall. This is where security is located. Oh, there's a sign right here. This says Department of Campus Security, second floor. Yeah, this is where security is located, as well as parking enforcement. That's probably what security would do. But there's really literally nothing interesting about this place. So I'm not gonna really take the time to go inside and show you guys, but that's just what Royal Hill is. Royal Hall is. So this is Applebee, not the place you eat, but Applebee, one of the halls here at Southeastern for classroom space. This is primarily where college students have their classes. If I remember correctly, Daniel has had classes here before. I personally have never had a class here. As a matter of fact, I've actually never once stepped foot in this building. I'm kind of curious what it looks like. Let's check it out. Office space for more professors here, with some classroom space as well. But other than that, there's really nothing too special about Applebee whatsoever. Yeah, this is just one of the classrooms here at Applebee. Very very old-fashioned, very traditional. Yeah, that's about it. Nothing else too crazy about Apple. Yeah, that's about it, really. So this is Jackman Simpson, which is our school's missions building. And at this building, we have our offices for some of our professors. A couple of my professors have offices here, so whenever I come here, I just usually to meet my professors. But also, there are some, not even some, there's just 1, 2 spaces at the most, I think, that serve as extra classroom space. There's a type of like auditorium on the first floor here, and then there's also a meeting room on the second floor, and yeah, that's pretty much about it. There's also a bunch of awesome information, often
awesome information provided about missions in general, along with up-to-date information of the evangelical statuses of countries across the globe. So yeah, it's a really cool place. If you ever visit Southeastern, this is a place you have to visit because it's just a really awesome place. Let's check it out.
So guys, this is a live information board on the status of what the world population is, as well as the evangelical status of how many people are coming to know the gospel, as well as the status of how many people don't know the gospel. So if you guys look right here, you can see that it's actively being updated. It's really neat. It's really cool. I personally, I pass by this almost, at the very least, once a week, because I have a professor I meet on a weekly basis here, and it's really awesome seeing the information on this board, as well as it's also convicting. Just having a visual, tangible way of experiencing how many people in this world just don't know the gospel and don't have adequate resources of being able to receive the gospel. So it's really awesome and challenging to see this everywhere. So over here, next to Jackman Simpson, is Stevens Mackey Hall, and if I remember correctly, Stevens Mackey Hall is primarily a building used for doctoral level students, particularly for lectures and whatnot. But then again, I've never once stepped foot in this building because I never have a reason to. No classes for me here, no professor for me to meet. And I think there's some office space here for some professors. But yeah, I'm not entirely too sure what this building is used for or what it even looks like. How about we try to let's check it out a bit. More office space for professors. This is primarily an office building, not a classroom building. Okay, let's check out some other places. So I just want to make a quick mention. One of the professors that's in Stevens Mackey Hall is Dr. David Black, who is a Greek professor here at Southeastern. and he's not just any professor, but he's actually a very big name in the biblical scholar world, if that's even the right way to say it. To give an idea how big of a deal he is that you have people like John Piper using his resources to exegete scripture and really take a look into the original Greek of the New Testament. So if you have someone like John Piper commending you and using you as a resource for the Bible, that's a pretty big deal. And we have someone like that here at Southeastern. So if you ever want to study Greek, and not just any Greek, but biblical Greek, then Southeastern is a great place for you to learn. I've had Dr. Black before. He's an awesome professor. So let's check out some other places. So with any educational institution, college, university, or whatever, one place they always have to have is a library. And we are going to check out Southeastern's library, which is right there, actually. This is the outside of the library. It's not the most high-end building, but it's really cozy. Let's check out the inside of it. So, because of the whole coronavirus situation, I can't even step inside the library and give you guys a look of what's like inside, which is understandable. I was just updated that patrons are allowed to come in, check out a book, scan something, but other than that, you can't stay in there. So it's a shame that I can't show you guys what the library looks like. But if you're ever in the area, feel free to stop by and just check out what it looks like. So yeah, guys, that's about it. There's really nothing else left for me to show you guys on campus. I think I basically showed you guys all there is here. But I hope you guys learned something new, got a better understanding of what Southeastern Seminary is like, better understand what my life is like, along with some of your pastors like Daniel McKinney and Pastor Two, DJ, and even Ben too. So if you guys have any questions or want more information about the place, feel free to come talk to me or talk to pastors and Ben, and we'll be more than happy to share more information with you guys. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Keep an eye out for any time that I might make and upload more videos about just what my life is like, along with other things I find interesting and want to explore more. But that's it for today. Stay healthy, stay safe, guys. I'll see you guys next time.